Title race wide open. Are Arsenal starting to crack? Don't start this now, Arsenal. Don't start this now. They've lost in the last minute to Aston Villa. What was actually a really good game. I don't even think Arsenal were terrible. But towards the last 10 to 15 minutes of the game, that's when Villa really came alive. Great start to the game from them. Very well-deserved lead. But Arsenal got back into it. Respect that. Respect Trossard. And then they had that period where they were really good up until the last 15 minutes. Then they start faffing about. Getting nervy, getting nervous, making mistakes. Couldn't stop Villa coming. Big up Unai Emery as well. And they lost the game with the last kick of the ball. Is this the opening? City, at the time of recording this, are already winning. So it's looking like the title race is fully on. Now, it's too early to be like Arsenal bottling it, etc., etc. But this is why Arsenal fans can't get too carried away. And a lot of them haven't been, to be fair. Now, this game, Villa are a very good team. Going into this game, I was almost certain Villa wouldn't lose. I had this down as a draw, which pretty much was to the last moment of the game. It was two attacking teams going at it. I think Villa started like a house on fire. Then Arsenal calmed down, and then Villa went again, and they take the lead through Matty Cash. And you're thinking, what have Arsenal got in the chamber? You can't be losing games, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's against Villa, can you find something? And that man Trossard finds something. Then you're saying, hallmark of champions. This is what it is. Back into the game. Then they were probing. Odegaard has a fantastic shot that's tipped over the bar by Martinez. He played his part as well. And Villa had to suffer a little bit. And then Unai Emery starts earning his bread. Unai. I'll take Unai in a heartbeat at Man United, by the way. In a heartbeat. Takes off Matty Cash. Brings on Emi Buendia. Going for the game. Not settling for a draw. Then Villa are on the front foot. They're having chances. I can't remember who flashed it. I think it was Ian Matson flashed it across the box. Timber got a touch on it when Ray was about to pick it up. No one there to follow up. They're probing. Tillemans, excellent in midfield. Onana was good as well. They're probing. And then they get the breakthrough. Arsenal should have done is do that stabilising thing where they're like, listen, we don't have to win this game. It was similar against Sunderland, It's the dying moments of the game and they start doing silly things. And when you're in a title race, you can't be doing that. For all it's worth, I don't think Arsenal were terrible. They weren't. Arsenal weren't terrible tonight. But these are the fine margins. You got to get out of there with a draw. Do you know what I mean? They was probing for the second, couldn't get it. Then Villa had their spell of 15 minutes. And they scored in that time. Let's talk about Victor Gyökeres as well. Uncomfortable conversations need to be had about him. Can someone let him know there was a game going on at Villa Park? Can someone let him know that he's driven up the M6 to go play a game? Because we couldn't see him. This is not the guy. These are the type of games that Victor Gyökeres was brought in to win. He comes on for Mikel Merino at half-time, I think it was. No impact. Gobbled up. Baby food. Meat and drink to Konsa and Torres. Meat and drink, bro. Where's the flat trap bully? Where's the occupying defences? Where's making the ball stick and relieving the pressure? Where's the shots on goal? Where's the running in behind? Not good enough. If anything, you may as well stick with Merino. You may as well stick with Mikel Merino. Now, Arsenal fans, you might leap to his defence and say, don't scapegoat him and this, that and the other. I'm just being honest. And you need to be honest as well. This is not the level that's required in that position from him at this current stage. When he's looked all right, he's looked all right. Has he been outstanding yet? No. This is a guy with all of these goals, but it just proves the Portuguese league ain't the Premier League. And yes, I think sometimes at the earlier bit of his Arsenal career, I think people were just jumping on it. I'm like, let's see more games. Let's see what's going on. Obviously, he's had that little injury a few weeks back. But when you get brought on at halftime as the main guy, the main signing, the scrutiny's got to be there. The expectation's got to be there. It does. While we're at it as well, Eze, you know, went to sleep at the back post, let Matty Cash in there. Also, his impact in general, not great tonight. Obviously, it's good when it's let it all work out. You're going to get the praise. You're going to get the adulations. But today wasn't his day. Leandro Trossard, clutch. Clutch. Very clutch. But let's be honest, Arsenal fell short today. And they've let City in the door. Now, it's not the City of old. It's not the City of old. It's not the City that is gonna, you know, in my opinion, go 7, 8, 9, 10 games. Win. But it is a City team, which we all know, that if you give them a sniff, which, you know, you have done in recent in recent weeks, if you give them a sniff, they can take advantage. They can take advantage, and that's what they've done today. Taken advantage. So, advantage, not advantage City. Arsenal still top, narrowly. But it's a reminder. It's a reminder. And actually, let's talk Villa, by the way. What a manager Unai Emery is. What a team Aston Villa are. Because at home, they're formidable. This is a team that in the first half of the season, first bit of the season, first 5 games, couldn't buy a win, couldn't score a goal. And then since they've started winning games, they've not looked back. Every player buying in, Unai Emery improving every single player he gets his hands on. And having Arteta's number, not for the first time. A couple of times at the Emirates, you know, he's had his number. His teams always compete against Arsenal, you know, and others, you know, City as well. They're up for it in these big games. And they're in great form. People like McGinn, unsung heroes. Tillerman's back in the team, doing excellent. Emery Buendia is the forgotten man. They were trying to ship him out. He wanted to stay and fight for his place. He's been excellent this season. Emi Martinez in goal, big saves. Nearly went Man United. Fans turned on him a little bit. Big personality, big character. Wins them round. Matty Cash, excellent. Ian Matson getting a run in the team from Luca Digne. Had to win that place. Top from him. Ollie Watkins had a chance in the first few minutes. Marlon off the bench looked lively. Like, Villa are a good team. Rodgers was great today. So, listen, man, I wouldn't say Villa are in the well, I mean, until they're not in a title race, you can say they are. If City are in it, you know, we're at that stage when whoever's in it is in it until they're not in it. But they're doing very well, Villa. They're doing very, very well, and Unai Emery deserves praise. Arsenal fans, let me know what you're saying. Let me know what you're saying about this. Is it just one of those days against a really good side? Lost it with the last kick of the game. It happens. Or are you expecting more? Why did you lose that game today? Should you have lost that game today? Did you lose to the better team? I think the game could have gone either way. But you should have made sure you got out of there with a draw, being the away team. Let me know what you guys are saying. Smash the like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.